just like what I loved when I was in LA. Hopefully Sean's not doing this, so McVay, I apologize if you're still doing this, right? But rappers, because they were flashy, we're pass plays, right? And then country music, which is kind of like flowy and not as flashy as what some rappers say, were run plays, right? So when you go up there and talking about certain country singers and certain rappers, it puts it in a funny position. And for us as players, it makes us go, "Oh, I know what that play is," right? Snoop Dogg, right?
So what if we call the
Brooks?
what?
Garth
what
Brooks, I know what that play is, right? I know what Garth's thinking about. Let's run the ball.
Hey, Rob, do we have that play that we could throw up on the whiteboard?
I don't know which one you got. Let me know. But I was curious. What if he called Kid Rock? Like, would you be confused then? Like, what's
that could be interesting. Try to stay away from people who are going to raise their hand in class, as we say, in the meeting rooms, to raise their hand and go, if you call Kid Rock, which one is it? Try to stay away from those. Try to keep it like, that Gareth Brooks is a country singer. That Snoop Dogg is a rapper.
Keep them separated. So I know we talk about CU. What I want from you guys is, what's your prediction for them for this season? Are they going to make a bowl game? How many wins do you think CU is going to get?
I said anything under 8 is a failure for Prime. So
wow.
The bowl game is good, but I think Prime has to win 8 games this year.
I don't see 8 on the schedule.
I'm telling you what I think. I didn't say what's going to happen. I do think they make a bowl game. No, I don't see how they don't get 6, but I don't think 6, right? Because obviously, what does hold true? Shador and Travis is for sure leaving, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna obviously, he's a good recruiter, so you're gonna bring in the next class. But I think winning 8 builds towards that future, especially with some of the recruits, than just going to go play in the Holiday Bowl winning 6. If that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. It's an interesting question with how many wins they're going to get. Like, so then with having to get 8 wins, what about this week in Nebraska? What's going to happen?
It's going to be tough. That atmosphere is real, man. College football atmosphere is real. Like, obviously, I got my Cal shirt on today. Go Bears. We go play in Auburn. Our kids from California, 1, got to go to Alabama. They're out there right now. And then 2, it's 100,000 strong in Auburn, right? Wearing orange or blue or white. It's going to be loud. And you don't get those. You get those atmospheres in NFL because all NFL stadiums are 70,000 plus, and it's always sold out no matter, even the Lions were sold out when the Lions wasn't the Lions of today, right?
Yeah.
So, it's going to be loud every time, no matter what's going on in NFL. College is not like that.
See, I'm looking at the CU schedule, right? And you just go like this or go like this.
If I go like this, it means it's 50-50.
Right. All right.
It can go either way.
Nebraska.
I'm leaning more here, though. I think.
Come on, guys. No.
I think it can be this, but I do think it's going to be a good game, right? It depends on who has the ball last.
We're going into Nebraska and going to husk some corn. Let's go.
We'll go here.
Let's go. We're up. We're taking it.
What's the N on the Nebraska helmet stand for, CJ?
Nebraska.
Nebraska has the N on the helmet. What's it stand for?
The Nebraska. That's what I thought it would stand for. Now, if I'm off, I'm off. But the N is Nebraska.
My understanding, Nebraska is for knowledge.
Oh.
I'm just saying, all right?
All right, Nebraska, we're here, 50-50. Be a good game, though.
Colorado State.
Oh, that's a dub.
All right, so we're 1-1-1, right?
You can say that.
Baylor.
At home, right? That's
Baylor at home.
That's a dub.
All right, so we're 2-1. 2-1-1. UCF on the road, Florida.
On the road, Florida, Central, or what over there with good Gene. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good game.
K-State at home.
K-State's a good football team.
That's right.
That'll be another good one.
That's right,
guys.
I'm just giving you the program history and coaching.
Arizona in the desert.
They'll beat Arizona.
Arizona's loaded. They got the best receiver in the
country. They were in the country. T-Mac can play. I tried to get T-Mac to Cal in 2020. Ended up going to Oregon, right? Transfer there. However, if Fish was over there, and I got a lot of respect for Fish, right? He was a part of the Super Bowl team I played in LA, right? The one we lost. If Fish was over there, I would probably go down. But I ain't got nothing against Brett Breno. I think that's his name, or Brett Brennan, who was at San Jose State. He just moved over and took over. I understand they got the best receiver in the country, but I'm giving Prime that.
In the desert, Cincinnati home.
Cincinnati is a dub, so that's 4 wins so far.
Cincinnati's not bad. They got a nice little running back. Reminds me of C.J. Anderson. Texas Tech on the road.
That's a dub.
I think we're having a great season so far.
That's 5 wins right now.
I'm at
That's
6.
5 wins right
I'm
now.
at 6 already, guys.
Yeah, and then who's the last 3, by the way? Utah.
Yeah, see, this gets
Kansas,
tough.
Okie State.
Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma State. Oh, that's a tough 3-game slide. Right? Utah is going to be a really sound, right? What Kyle and them has been doing over the last couple of years, really sound football team. Kansas has upcoming and coming, and the coach over there has been playing really well, and Kansas will be fine. Now, the good thing about Kansas is what Kansas team are you going to get, right? Is the Kansas team that's late in the year and they're fighting for a Big 12 championship, or is it the Kansas that started off hot and they're 6-0 and then they always fall off at the late in the year, right? And then obviously what Van Gundy done over there in Oklahoma State, they're just going to be tough to beat. I mean, they're favored to win the Big 12. They're just going to be tough to beat. But there's 6 or 7 wins right there. If Prime can find one more win, 8, then he reaches what I'm saying, which is great. But I do think there's 6 or 7 wins in that schedule.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I'll tell you, and with college football, everybody's got all these predictions. Who had Florida State being 0-2, though?
I didn't have them being 0-2, but I didn't have them playing well. I mean, I'm
just saying, a lot of stuff can happen. We won't know really who's a good team till
later. Yeah, football don't start until in the NFL till November, and college until mid-October. But I will say this about Florida State. When you play portal, and this can hurt Prime too, when you play portal and you do this, right, and you're just rotating cats, and then those portal guys leave and you don't develop, and then you try to bring in portal, like Jordan Travis was the portal, the receiver who's playing for Buffalo, he was a portal guy. A couple of their defensive guys was portal guys. When you hit on the portal, it's like hitting in free agency. But Peter will tell you, when you don't hit in free agency, you got a bad football team. And that's kind of what's going on with Florida State right now.
Well, I think you're right. I think what's happening in college is people are spending money in the portal, no different than the analogy you used, free agency, but they don't have the scouting departments that the pros do.
Right.
And so you're dropping money on this. You drop big money on a quarterback. Well, no other quarterback's going there. Quarterback's not going to get stacked.
Yeah. I mean, you look at DJ. I got nothing against him. You look at DJ, 5-star recruit coming out of high school, right? In the NFL, they're going to look at, well, why is he going from team to team to team? And they're going to look at his tape and why is he not playing well? But in college, it's like that 5-star recruit still holds, no matter if it was back in 2018 when he came out, even though he's been on team to team to team and probably haven't played well. But, as a coach, you go, well, he's a 5-star recruit. And if he's in my offense, he's going to be the 5-star recruit that he was supposed to be. Now, he's already shown you what he's supposed to be in his last 6 years of college.
I will tell you this. So we put a lot on these, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And how many years has the Utah quarterback played?
Yeah, I mean, and he's coming off injury.
I think he's old as you are, CJ.
I hope not. But yeah.
But I do think that the one thing about playing football, playing quarterback, is you need live reps. Baseball, I could throw batting practice all day. I could work on this. And, we could go, get in a cage. Football, you got to get hit in the stomach. You got to get hit in the mouth. And you got to play. And maybe like the, North Carolina State, the Florida State quarterback is going to, these 2 games are going to toughen him up, and they're going to figure out what he can do and what he can't do and start changing things around and adapt. And that's coaching, right?
Yeah, it's coaching and time. The time is different, right? These kids go to class. They're not in the building like we were from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. They're just not in the building all day doing football. There is going to be a 5-6 hour gap of these kids have to go to class. It's just a part of college football. As much as college football is changing into a business and paying kids with NIL, and they still have to go to school. And as a coach, you're missing 5 hours that as a coach in NFL, you don't miss those 5 hours. Caleb Williams, sit here, right? Kyler Murray, it's in your contract. Come up here and watch film with me, right? Like it doesnent go down like that in college football. It just never will.
What are you thinking, CJ?
That's a good under. I'll take the under on that. That's a good 6-point underdog is kind of high in the NFL. 6? There's no games.
The Seahawks are favored by 6.
It's usually 3. It's gonna be loud, right? I mean, but Bo played in some like P said, man. Bo had a lot of games, so it's gonna be loud. The game plan to be different. The question is, can Denver run the ball, right? And can Bo be effective in completing passes? And then obviously on the opposite side, right? Can they tackle, right? Can Patrick Surtain completely erase DJ Metcalf? And then obviously can they get to Geno Smith, right?